What in the hell is going on?
Excellent question. And the answer you're looking for lies right here.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 space and alien conspiracy theories of all time.
When you connect the dots between apparently unconnected people and situations and organizations, that's when the tapestry appears and you go, whoa.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most fascinating and memorable space and extraterrestrial-based conspiracies. Any theory qualifies if it was believed by some to be true at one time, even if it's been debunked. Which of these conspiracy theories do you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Flat Earth. One of the most prominent conspiracy theories of the 21st century is that the Earth is flat. There was a time when the idea that the planet was a disk wasn't so far-fetched. But that was ages ago, when our scope of knowledge was still limited.
You mean the Earth isn't flat? I must have missed that part.
Boy, he has been in that lamp a long time.
Yet, despite a slew of scientific evidence to the contrary, some people still firmly believe that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, everybody here can agree on absolutely one thing, which is it is not a globe.
This conspiracy theory found new life upon the advent of the internet, as flat earthers found each other through social media and became a community of sorts. No matter what scientific evidence is presented, it's been difficult to convince proponents of the theory that the Earth is spherical.
You don't believe that they've gone to space?
No, not at all. The rockets go up, sure. There's nobody in them.
Number 9. The Philadelphia Experiment. There's nothing like a good old sci-fi story to get the imaginative juices flowing. Ex-merchant marine Carl Allen once claimed that the military tried to make the USS Eldridge ship completely invisible.
Where did it go? Where did you send it?
I don't know.
They allegedly hoped to bend light around it by employing electrical generators. The experiment was said to be conducted at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. The story goes that in October of 1943, the ship broke the space-time continuum, and the Eldridge was teleported to Virginia and slightly back in time. It was further speculated that those on board suffered horrible consequences as a result. Most people have reached the conclusion that this is a simple hoax, and the Navy's official position seems to be that there was no Philadelphia experiment.
Did you really think you could destroy this ship? She's defied space and time.
Number 8. Men in Black. Here come the Men in Black, the Galaxy Defenders. That is, according to those who believe that there's a major plot underway to keep the alien UFOs a secret.
Well, why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
Within ufology, these agents are said to be mysterious government workers who coerce UFO eyewitnesses into silence. If coercion doesn't work, then they'll allegedly resort to more drastic measures.
Who are you? Really?
Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
John Keel, the famous author of the Mothman Prophecies, took it one step further and called the Men in Black demonic creatures. Of course, there's no solid evidence that they even actually exist. But since they're supposedly top-secret agents who are meant to be stealthy, the theory certainly helps ufologists explain the apparent lack of alien spaceships.
See you around, Jay. No, you won't.
Number 7. The Black Knight. Back in 1998, the STS-88 mission snapped a startling photograph. A long black object appeared to be orbiting the Earth. Naturally, the conspiracy theorists immediately got to work and claimed that this was an ancient alien satellite named the Black Knight.
Black Knight goes!
This wasn't the first time the idea of such a device was floated around, but it did help it gain traction. Believers say that it's been circling our planet for over 10,000 years, and that NASA has been keeping it a secret from the general population.
Watch out for incoming space junk!
However, NASA claims that the Black Knight is actually just space debris, with a prominent journalist named James Oberg further suggesting that it's a thermal blanket. Number 6. The Anunnaki. Famous conspiracy theorist Eric von Däniken released his seminal book Chariots of the Gods in 1968. In it, he posited that most world religions were created after humans were visited by ancient alien astronauts. The book was very popular, but largely discredited by academia. Still, the theory was continued by Zecharia Sitchin, who claimed that the Anunnaki deities came to Earth from a planet supposedly called Nibiru created modern humans and forced them to mine gold. Plus, they allegedly showed us agriculture and constructed the Great Pyramids of Egypt. David Icke also apparently claims that the Anunnaki are the evil force his famous conspiracy theory, which essentially calls politicians reptiles in disguise, hinges on.
But I've seen enough and heard enough to believe that it's real, and so I say it.
Number 5. The Tunguska Event. During an early summer morning back in 1908, a large area of Siberia was decimated by a mysterious event. Over 800 square miles of forest was flattened, and about 80 million trees were reportedly destroyed. There was just one problem. As far as anyone could tell, nothing had hit the Earth. So what the heck happened?
People who observed that thought the end of the world had come, Judgment Day, divine intervention.
Contemporary reports blamed aliens, alleging that evidence of extraterrestrial involvement was found at the site. While that makes for a compelling story, it's not widely believed to be what occurred. It's now thought that a meteoroid measuring somewhere around 200 feet exploded in midair and leveled the surrounding area in what's called a meteor airburst.
As that blast wave hits the ground, there's a component of very high wind blowing radially outward from the center, from ground zero. And so that's the direction that the trees blow down.
Number 4. The face on Mars. It's one of the most popular images in space history. An eerie face resembling an old hockey mask emerging from the dust of Mars and peering up at the camera. It's quite a creepy picture, and it understandably spurred interest in extraterrestrial life. Some believe that the face on Mars is proof that there was an ancient Martian civilization. The official explanation is that the supposed face is actually just an instance of pareidolia, or seeing a pattern in something innocuous.
Some of this may just be a trick of the light, funny shaped rocks.
Apparently, this is just a normal hill whose face-like qualities are enhanced by specific lighting. It's not the only planetary phenomenon that spawned alien conspiracies, with the hexagon on Saturn standing out as another notable case. Number 3. Area 51. When it comes to aliens, few names are as prominent as Area 51.
So, this is Area 51, right?
No.
The secret military base?
No.
Where they keep the aliens?
Officially named Homey Airport, the facility belongs to the United States Air Force, who claims that it's notably used to test aircrafts. The work here is deemed top secret, so Area 51 has remained heavily guarded and protected since its founding in 1955.
About the government cover-up of alien bodies at Area 52.
I thought it was Area 51.
Area 51 is just a decoy.
Naturally, the mystery surrounding it has generated untold amounts of conspiracies relating to UFOs, aliens, energy weapons, and time travel, among others.
Area 51 is actually a paranoid fantasy we concocted to hide the true identity of this facility.
Which is?
Area 52.
The very name of Area 51 is synonymous with extraterrestrial conspiracy theories, and it remains an enormous point of national interest. It doesn't seem that the speculation will stop anytime soon either. Remember when the internet wanted to storm it?
You let the people on that other side of the fence know, who's paying the bills.
Number 2. Faked moon landings. On July 20th, 1969, humanity achieved what is arguably its greatest feat, landing people on the moon.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What was the stuff of science fiction just years before was now a reality, and it was amazing. Maybe it seemed too amazing to some. One long-standing conspiracy claims that we never actually set foot on the moon, and that NASA made it up to emerge victorious in the space race against the Soviets. Per this theory, the footage was shot on a Hollywood soundstage by Stanley Kubrick.
You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a tape delay and with all solar winds.
And the evidence proving the moon landings happened are often not enough to sway those who think it was a hoax. Unlike some other conspiracies, this one is actually relatively mainstream, with as many as 1/5 of Americans believing it.
They could have easily doctored the moon landing footage, just like they show us photos where the Earth looks round when it's definitely flat.
And we got there.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Unexplained cattle deaths. A conspiracy posits they're caused by extraterrestrials.
How many did you lose?
190.
190 cows.
You tell me nothing's wrong here.
The Majestic 12. Per proponents of this theory, there's a secret government body created by Harry Truman to look into flying saucers.
Like all MJ-12 documents, the authenticity of this burned memo is considered suspect by mainstream historians. But for UFO researchers, this 9-page document is explosive new evidence.
Secret lunar base. Conspiracists think a base was established on the dark side of the moon. The Nibiru Cataclysm. Some have been speculating that the Earth is going to collide with a massive, unseen Planet X. The Lost Cosmonauts. This theory states that the Soviet Union sent people to space before Yuri Gagarin, but subsequently covered it up.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Roswell. There have been countless UFO sightings throughout the years, but nothing compares to this one. The Roswell incident is a legendary piece of American history, and it has remained the go-to UFO story for decades. In 1947, what's now believed to have been a surveillance balloon from the Air Force's classified Project Mogul crashed into a New Mexico ranch. At first, the Roswell Army Airfield informed the public that, quote, a flying disc had been found at the site. But this claim was famously retracted, leading many to believe that a cover-up was at play.
Roswell Army Airfield at that time actually put out a press release where they claimed they had captured the real thing. And then 5 hours later, they explained it away as just a weather balloon device.
Decades later, military officer Jesse Marcel remained adamant that what they had recovered was extraterrestrial in nature. Roswell is arguably the greatest alien conspiracy theory of the 20th century.